Topic number 4, Lauren.
So I want to know about people's experience with like online trolling and whether they've kind of given it or had a bit of abuse.
Everyone's given it.
I think everyone's definitely given some.
But at what level do you give that abuse?
Intended or not, I think we've all done it at some point.
I don't very often give it, like...
Damn.
I don't know.
I was waiting for it.
You lucky devil.
But then again, like I don't play a lot of online gaming in terms of, say, Call of Duty, like online or stuff like that, to really experience it to its full extent. Like the only game I've probably played recently where it half happens is Rocket League.
Yeah.
And in Rocket League, it's a cross between PC gamers and console gamers, and they can play against each other cross-platform. And you can always tell when you're playing a PC gamer because they've got access to a keyboard, and they're always like typing away, and they've always got stuff quick. But consoles, they've got like quick-fire buttons. Yeah. So on a D-pad, you can press like left, and then it gives you a selection of
compliments,
pre-programmed words.
Yeah. Apologies.
And it always makes me laugh because it always depends on the outcome of the game or the way the game's going, your interpretation of what they're saying.
Yeah.
And one of the compliments is like, what a save.
But you never said it in a nice way.
Because you always know if you've missed the ball and it's gone in, or like if you've scored and that they've missed it, you kind of like, what a save, and like it's meant to be quite complimentary, but it's
But there's all the compliments. There's what a save, nice shot.
Yeah,
I guess it's a lot. Great shot,
great pass. Although we don't tend to use that one because no one passes in Rocket League. What's the other one?
There's what I say, great pass, nice shot.
Is it just like Sunday League football when no one passes?
It's essentially you just kind of jump into the ball and what happens, but you can direct yourself in the area.
Okay.
You can score some.
There is a level
of pass, it's 100% unintentional.
Yeah, not when we do it. Yeah. We got these
We got 1-2s.
Oh, bullshit.
You come around
Wash them in the streets, bro.
You hit the ball inside. I'm driving. You go up the wall, and I've hit it up the wall. 2 Powell on the wall, and it's come back down. It's magic. It really is. It's
I give it well.
Liquid football.
Synergy.
Can PC gamers play it cooperatively with
not
PlayStation?
cooperatively?
They can, but not in a sense of like we couldn't party up. You could
might
be paired with someone for a console randomly.
Yeah.
You couldn't start.
But you can't like be in a party
See,
of
that
3.
sucks because that'd be perfect because I can get Rocket League because it's fine.
Let's party up on PC and find them.
Master race.
That's the only game
We got our keyboards. Yeah.
GG. All you type is G. Do you know the magic is when you press the middle button brings up a keyboard and it's already on G.
Oh.
So then the game's like duh, 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 and then duh, B.
One of my most quite recent memories, hilariously, for trolling, is we were playing this one guy. I think we may have mentioned it in the past podcast, but me and James were playing 2v2, and this one guy was giving his teammates so much grief. And he wasn't playing that badly, but this guy obviously thought he was far superior than anyone he was playing.
You get that in a lot of online.
And he was,
especially team games.
His teammate was called Len, I think, or his gaming name was like Len84 or something like that.
Roger.
And then he kept giving this guy grief, and me and James were just constantly backing Len up, going, "Oh, Len, you're doing so well, like, keep it up, man, you're playing so well, ignore this guy, we love you, Len, Len's the best." And like, this guy was losing it with us, wasn't he?
For me, my main issue is that I can't not feed trolls. So if they start, I'm like,
I know someone
you're going, that's it.
Yeah.
But if you're against a PC person, to kind of talk back, I've got to stop playing. But because I'm only ever having to go at my teammates, it only to their kind of detriment anyway if I don't play.
Yeah.
But now what I do is, if they say something nasty about me, so I might miss a pass because passes are next to impossible, and I'll go, "Nice pass, lol, this is 1v2 or something like that, like really having a go. And I'll type something like, "You shouldn't have said that," and then I go and play golf for the other team. And if you quit a game early, you lose your matchmaking points, and also you can't do another game for 15 minutes.
Okay.
But if you go idle for 30 seconds, it thinks it's a connection timeout. So for the last 30 seconds of the game, I just put the controller down. I can go into a new game. He'll lose his points for losing the game, and I won't lose that thing.
Sneaky.
It's the only way they'll learn. The first nasty thing they say, and I'm playing golf with the other team.
Gone.
You are like the ultimate troll. You're like that dickhead troll.
Oh, come on. Just don't say bad things. I'm not.
Did I say dickhead? I meant lovely.
I'm starving.
You're starving the troll by giving him the troll?
I give you the troll. Just
I'll
give
give
you
the
the
troll.
troll. Eat some troll.
My
Yeah.
best troll memory by far had to be Kane and Lynch. If anyone's played Kane and Lynch online, I'm assuming Payday might be similar, but it's almost every man for himself. You have to go through a certain scenario where you're going to rob a bank, rob a store, so you have to go in, pick up all the cash. And how it works is you start off with a team of you, there might be 6, 8, I can't remember, and you're against the AI, so that they're playing guards and people like this. So you go through, you get the cash, and now what happens is you can teamwork with the 6 of you, you get to the end and there's a pick-up van or getaway car, you have to get to it within a certain time frame and then it's going to drive off. However, if you survive and you get on the getaway car, whoever gets in the getaway car splits the money. So it's in the interests of people backstabbing one another. So it's called something Alliance. I can't remember the name, and it's all about basically backstabbing each other. And you have somewhere you'll to teamwork till the end. Somewhere they'll try and shoot you out early. But there was this one game specifically where people can speak, you can talk to each other, but it doesn't come up. It'll come up game tags above the player's name, but it doesn't tell you who it is that's speaking. We're playing this one game. And one guy is just winding everybody up. He's just driving everyone. He's saying, he's going, I'm QP, I'm going to kill you all. You wait till we get to the end. There's this one guy in the chat, his name's QP something, and everyone's giving this QP hate, and he's just going on and on and on. In the end, QP got murked. They just like shot him because he got into a fight with somebody. Everyone started shooting each other. I think one person managed to escape with all the money. And then it happened again, same group of people, and QP's kicking off, he's going crazy at everyone, and people like they just shoot him straight off the bat. We start the game, shoot him in the head. Next round again, they shoot him in the head. As soon as he starts, I join another game with another group of lads. The same guy's there raving, but QP's not present. And I'm there like, which gamer tags match the last game we had? Because someone just took everybody for a ride.
Was QP not defending himself?
Yeah. No, he wasn't. I think he was the only one without a microphone.
No.
That's
No
why
idea.
we chose
That
him.
kid
Yeah.
is smart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it was
That's
brilliant.
some hardcore trolling.
Yeah. The light bulb moment when we realised that it wasn't QP and someone had done everybody else. I was like, he's been practicing this game. That's his job.
genius.
Yeah.
Good troll.
Yeah.
That is a good troll.
Yeah.
But
If you go
yeah.
across the MOBAs, you get some bad troll.
Oh,
So
God.
third.
Well, yeah, I mean, my experience of trolling has been very vast because I only really play online games anyway. The last sort of single player game I played was Fallout, and well, it's Fallout, so
Fallout itself was a troll.
yeah, for me it was.
And janky it was.
Good old
All
corrupt
these bugs,
saves. But yeah, I mean, World of Warcraft, you always get your trolls in that. You get the people that are in party and they don't want to do as you say, or they go and pull an entire pack of mobs and they just run back to the party and they slay everybody.
You get the high level.
Jenkins.
You get the Leroy Jenkins troll.
There's the high level players that go to low level areas and kill the enemies.
And kill the enemies, yeah, that's some horrible trolling. But my most recent experience of trolls has been pretty detrimental. I mean, I used to play StarCraft a lot, and there wasn't really many in that. It was all like, oh, like, you're terrible, GG, whatever. That's fine. Like, I don't care. Like, you can have a shit game in StarCraft.
Yeah.
It happens to everyone. But in MOBAs, I've recently started playing Dota 2. I say recently, start of the year probably, started playing Dota 2. And the amount of abuse you get on that game is insane.
Yeah, I've watched a few of your streams. I know there's
Really
someone.
is.
And it kicks off straight away. Like, people start trolling as you're picking your character. It's like, I haven't done anything wrong yet. I haven't even picked a character and you're trolling me. So, yeah, I mean,
That's crazy.
it gets to the point where they're wishing cancer upon people's mothers and things like this.
Oh,
It's just like,
that's-
this is grim.
Yeah.
You don't know my mother.
I played League of Legends 3 or 4 times.
League of Legends is worse than Dota.
Walking in there, all shiny and new, and going, I'm new, what lane do I go to? Kill yourself.
Dying of fire.
That
the
really
immediate
explains
response.
exactly what people are
That was
like.
the
Some people
immediate
are like
response.
That was
play
you I was
games.
playing with. That was my first game.
But yeah, I mean,
I think my reply was, got it, and then the next time I went to, I just went, kill yourself.
it is really sort of prominent in MOBAs. I think it's because it's a 5-player team game, and if one person is terrible or
Team's
isn't
losing.
performing, the team will ultimately lose unless the same thing's happening on the other team. So I can understand people's frustration because each game takes at least 45 minutes.
You
Oh,
develop
they're
some
long
lots of
games.
your.
They're long games,
They're
so
long.
you're wasting a lot of people's time if you're crap at the game. But that's the whole idea of
We
the
played
matchmaking.
one the other day that was like 80 minutes.
80 minutes long. Fucking went on forever.
80 minutes long.
I
And
also,
that's
So how many
not,
games of Rocket League we could play? 80
and
minutes.
that's not including the matchmaking bit. And
Yeah, the
kind of
matchmaking bit
waiting for
takes
it to
about 10 minutes.
search. So you're talking, that's like an hour and a half at least.
Start and 50? No.
Math? Can you math?
Can't do math.
Oh, can you math?
Can you math? He's asleep.
Can I has math?
Can I have math? Both of them are asleep. Makes a change. But yeah, I mean, moving on from that, I mean, you've recently started playing Dota as well.
Well,
Do you
last
try to
year.
draw that when you're next to each other if you're playing?
Yeah.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The only problem is like, so the reason why I bring up the topic is when you're a new player to particularly like games like Dota and stuff like that, people who are more experienced don't help you to become
Yeah.
a better player. They just abuse you for being what they consider to be a bad player. So instead of saying you could do this or try this, it's you're
Shit.
so shit.
Dying fire rates.
Delete Dota now and all this, and it's kind of like, how do people like get into new games when you're going to get this abuse from people?
I always found that the ideal response to be able to say something back and not feed the trolls is to say that thing that they have in Japanese anime where they say "teach me senpai." So senpai is like someone who's just a little bit older than you, or a little bit better. And you just put a heart next to it. They don't say anything back then. Teach me senpai.
I quite like that. I might use that one. But I mean, the exact reason is why I quite like Gary. If you are listening, Gary, or watching, I love you. Because he's very of the mindset where it's like anything confrontational, he's like, oh, there's no point because it doesn't get anybody anywhere. Like being horrible to someone doesn't get you anywhere.
No.
Nice
He'd
goal.
much rather be like, you could have done this, or that was shit, but you could have done this to make it better, and you'd be like, okay, cheers, awesome.
Yeah.
And I've learned quite a lot recently since playing games with him, and you have as well, I think, by doing different things like that. But that's how people should behave.
Yeah,
I'm
definitely.
like the reverse troll.
Yeah, like he's like the reverse troll. He's like
The
super
anti-troll.
nice.
He's not a troll hunter because he's not taking them down.
He's not taking them down. He's not like you. You're not like taking them down. It's like,
One trial at a time.
Going in goal.
I will happily take a ban. To
So
take down a
there's
troll.
always particular players, like kind of, that sounds really bad, like the Eastern Europeans and the Russians are particularly kind of
yeah, they're quite abusive.
abusive. I don't know what it
Is
is.
that cultural though? Is that just
I don't know.
them?
I think it could well be cultural.
But I think sometimes people actually play particularly Dota 2 just so they can have a go at someone to make them feel better.
People love it, don't
You
they?
know, there's
It's
obviously
usually
people,
12-year-old Americans.
yeah,
Had a bad day at
There's obviously
school,
there's
had a
people
bad
out
day
there
in
that
sixth grade.
thrive on making
Yeah.
trying to make other people feel
Yeah.
bad.
Yeah.
Did you see swatting?
Swatting. Yeah.
People would basically call the police. They'd find out the other person's address they were playing against by their IP address, find their location, and call the police and just say there is this ridiculous high-level crime happening at this person's
Yeah.
house. And SWAT team
Really?
show up, and there's videos because these people are on
Yeah.
camera when they're doing it. You good. People have gone to prison for doing it. There's this one kid. He's like 17. He's just gone to jail for 5 years because he called a SWAT team to someone's house to troll them.
You literally see like the door break open and like the SWAT team,
The family are
storming
forced
in
down onto the floor,
weapons,
it's-
armed weapons.
Swatting.
Fuck, I'm googling this thing.
Yeah.
It's
Is it safe to Google?
You can understand how
Safe word.
some probably kids feel really shit and low about
Yeah,
themselves
yeah.
playing games on their own in their room and they're getting all this abuse.
Yeah.
You just think
I'll admit it.
People think that it can't hurt them.
it's not
yeah.
very it's not very
Not
nice.
physical,
I
so
mean,
you can't hurt anyone.
I'm an adult and grown up, but still, if someone
It's
says
not
something
very
horrible
nice.
to you, it's not very nice.
What people need to do is to get a PlayStation console or Steam and download Final Fantasy VII.
Yes,
Like
and then
I did when I was younger. Close the curtains and
you can
that's
have
what
your
you do.
Chocobos and
It's
that's
like a
what you
rite
do.
of passage. Like,
Economies, isn't it?
you know how you are in the UK you have to stay in school till you're 16 and then
You have to
like,
finish Final Fantasy.
Yeah, they literally like on your 16th birthday, so you're old enough to not suck when fighting the first boss. Like the government give you a copy of Final Fantasy VII, and if it's not on your CV, you're not allowed a job because it's just like
That works.
sort your life
I think
out.
that's
That should
good.
work.
By the way, there's no excuses for not playing it now because the Steam version looks quite nice now they've upraised it. The PS4 is the
I-
PC version.
I am tempted to download the new because I've got it on PlayStation, the original
Yeah.
one, but I'm tempted to download it on the PC so I
Yeah.
can play it more.
I have a few problems with it, and this is because of my nature. And if there's a cheat available, I use the cheat.
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
I have as well.
Right, and this is another conversation. We're not going to go too deep because we're going
They
to
do the
that.
walkthroughs and stuff for Final
I
Fantasy
have to
VII.
read. I can't. I'm
I
playing
used to
Final
read
Fantasy
the
9 now, and I'm like,
walkthroughs.
what do I do next? And I finished it 6 times.
For shame.
I know. Well, it's it's a single player game. It's up to me how I play it. I'm not going to really experience for anyone else. If it's an online game, no cheating.
I know about it.
I'll look at guides. The problem I have with a lot of games is if it's a challenge, then it's not a problem. I struggle with option because I want to experience everything within the game.
I get that.
You're a completionist, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm a
See, I'm
completionist.
not. How can I finish it the quickest?
Oh, you should do speedruns.
Yeah.
I enjoy that. The Final Fantasy 7's been finished in 7 hours. So
cheats for me are a no-go. Like I played the Sims on when it came to console and Sims busting out. I started building my house and it was literally 4 walls and the floor was grass because I couldn't afford it because I refused to use the cheats because I was like, I am grinding this. I am. Yeah.
That was the first thing I did on Sims.
Yeah. Well,
When you cheat, bam, build a mansion.
Job done.
Where's the bitches at?
I bought Rachel Sims 4 for Christmas, and she's played it already. You know, it's
I can't believe they're still making them.
No,
Surely it's the same game.
It's not, I don't
Put
think
them in the
it's
swimming
good
pool
for
to
it, but I
land
haven't
right
played
back
it
and
yet,
drown.
I'll give you my opinion of it next time. But she made a character and went, "What's the money cheat?" So I was sitting on the bed next to her. I said, "You're not having the money cheat. You have to buy the basic house and live off grilled cheese." She did it. My issue with Final Fantasy 7, we just jump back to that one, is L3 and R3, which are the sticks. There's buttons on it for the PC. You click them in, no random battles. Click the right stick in, limit breaks full and can't take damage. Click the left stick in, speed times 3. Not your character speed, like the actual game, so you can. So that's not so bad. Like if you want to. Like, oh god,
I've done that in emulators before.
Yeah,
so
you press tab or whatever and it speeds the game.
Yeah.
But it's there, like it said it on the screen. I'm like, I went into the first fight. Let's see what click the right stick. My limit break's full. I'm like, okay, and then every fight I went into, I was like, just want a little limit break.
You know what? I've never
That was
done
already
that.
pre-programmed.
I've never done that in Final Fantasy.
Was
Yeah,
this
It's
one?
not in the older ones.
Is it not?
It was
that's
the
why
Steam version. It came.
I used to have one of those cartridges on PlayStation that you plug into the back and
Like the
it
action replays.
Yeah, the action replays.
Or the
with
cheat
extra
coders
codes.
or-
Yeah. The Exploder was the one I had, and it gives you cheat codes.
I did for the Game Boy. I used to sell Pokemon.
Yeah. I had an action.
Want some legendary dogs?
Entrepreneur.
That's 50p each.
I used to sell Pokemon cards in the.
Oh no, yeah, that's legit. I was creating.
You were hustling, though. You were starting an empire.
I was going for the Pokemon training system. That's what I wanted.
GTS.
Yeah.
We've strayed a little bit. Trolling.
Trolling.
Is cheating trolling? You
Trolling
trolling yourself?
You're trolling yourself. Yeah.
When? How long ago did trolling originate?
I think trolling's been going on
But
for
it's
God knows how
online,
long.
it's more
Yeah.
online as soon as you can play an online game with someone else.
I mean, the
I think
first
it's
online
gone
game I
on
played
isn't
was
it?
probably Diablo, maybe? One of? Maybe? Or The Legend of Mir.
If we talk about a non-gaming troll, do you remember MSN Messenger?
Yeah.
And there was something on there, and you could be like, oh, you can get like a font pack, and they'd click it, and they'd have to log in, and then it would just put their name and password on the screen right there in front of you, like on your own. Like you send them this thing, and it goes in the message. I think Lee Jones used to do it a little bit. He used to call it
Lee.
He had a ridiculous. You son of a-
That guy.
But all he would do is he would then log, because he would print it in the chat screen, and then the other person would be like, what's that happening? And he's just like, what happened? He's like, oh, maybe I can only, it's just on my screen, it's fine. And then the next opportunity he would log in and just change their name, and that was it. Nothing else. Like,
Wow.
Yeah, people
Anything
used to do
else?
that.
I think
They're the best
he used to
phrase.
put John at the end. You just keep their name exactly the same, but just put John at the end. He used to call it John in people.
Yeah, the trick was because you used to have people that would get on your Facebook account and they'd like start posting stupid statuses.
Yeah, you left your phone.
But they're crap because you see them and then change them.
And
The
delete
best
them.
ones are when you don't know
Don't know
they've
it's
done it.
there.
They go into your bio and they just add a few words here and
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
The one of the ones I got at university, I left my Facebook account on the computer and I came back and there was a guy on our course, Stuart, and it was on his profile for some reason. And I went, okay, click home, and it stayed on his profile. I clicked home and it stayed on his profile. They had changed everything on my profile.
To
My
his.
profile picture, my cover photo, my bio, my details to his.
Oh
They got
my
his
God.
profile up and literally replicated it picture for picture.
That's awesome.
And I was just like, change it all back now.
The funny thing would have been if you'd have logged on and actually thought you were him.
Yeah.
It's a Freaky Friday.
Yeah.
Yeah, trolling. It's not the best of things, but I will admit I have done it occasionally as well, where I've just had one of those days and you just think, for fuck's sake, please God, don't let me be teamed up with a noob.
Do you know, I wouldn't be mean to someone unless they gave me something.
Yeah,
to
you
do.
are a big
I
feeder.
feed the trolls.
She's like there. Have some cookies. She's like
only I don't mind. I don't mind it so much if what they're saying is right, but if they say something that I know is completely and utterly wrong, I will feed them. I will just literally just go at them until I tell them everything I have to say, and I'm like this. Sounds like
I can hear it.
pay attention. I'm going.
Feeding the trolls.
Stop feeding the trolls.
My favourite bit is when you find the trolls button there.
Yeah.
But I can't help it. I literally
If you
can't help
find
it.
their button, you push it. Because then they go off on one and it's hilarious for everyone. If some of them, if like they're saying stuff and they're like, you what? And then start saying what I'm saying, 1v1, and then they go for it, they're like, yeah, come on, let's do it, take you out.
My favourite thing is every time they mess up, it's just be like, ha ha. And then they do it again, ha ha.
That's so mean.
Yeah.
So Lauren feeds the trolls, then becomes the trolls.
Yeah. They deserve it.
It's the circle of life.
It is.
I can't remember the game on the PlayStation and probably on the Xbox where you take over people's forms to sneak into places, but it feels like that. See a troll, become a troll. Consume them.
They see me trolling.
They hate it. It's a trollmelian, we'll call it.
Trollmelian.
But gaming's just a whole new way for people to be mean to each other without saying to their faces.
Yes, yeah. You give someone an
It's not social
opportunity
media,
who's
isn't
that
it?
way inclined, and they'll do it. Let's be honest. I think with gaming, at least you can kind of, if you're good at a game, you can let your game talk.
Yeah.
If you're not good at a game and they're trolling you, you got to deal with it.
Well, it's
you wanna
not
keep playing
it's just
games-
well, you just say, well, I haven't really played this game a lot, so I'm not really that bothered.
The thing is, you know that they're probably going to be probably between the ages of 14 and 18, sitting at home like kids. They're kids, the majority of the ones that do it.
The reason why I yell back is because generally Rachel will be sitting next to me, and if I don't yell that way, I yell that way. I'm like, oh, listen to what this guy's just said. That happens, so I have to do something back else she gets it. I've played on streams with Pal before, and you can hear me squeezing the controller. So there's a cracking noise through your mic. Yeah, it's coming through the controller.
The only time I particularly get wound up by trolls, now it doesn't happen as much now, but with early games like Ghost Recon, spawn killing, I'd flip my shit. Like,
Just standing there.
Reload, don't. Respawn, don't. Respawn, don't. You're like,
I don't consider it trolling. I'm not saying I do it because I didn't play those games. But if the game maker decided to make that a thing, they're just taking advantage of a weakness in design. I don't think that's officially trolling. Trolling's going out of your way to annoy someone. If they're winning, then it's not trolling.
Yeah.
So
Still
that's
annoying
my take on
nonetheless.
yeah.
Oh yeah, of course, yeah. Topic number 5.